There is a painting by Lavinia Fontana that tells the story of a queen who visits a king, and let's just say things get a little awkward. I mean, it's bad enough when you don't know what to say to someone you meet for the first time, but imagine testing their intelligence with difficult questions. This work of art depicts an Old Testament story. The Queen of Sheba heard about Solomon's wisdom and had to come all the way from Yemen to Jerusalem to see for herself. I bet she was like, "Hey Solomon, answer me this. What have a head and a tail but no body?" And Solomon was like, coin. And Sheba was like, "Wow, you're so smart." Anyway, we got Solomon sitting on the throne here, decked out in all his kingly glory. Scepter, check. Crown, check. And of course, he's got his trusty bodyguard standing by with an impressive sword. But let's be real, all the attention goes to the Queen of Sheba. She's wearing a robe that's so expensive, it's probably worth more than my entire apartment. And she's got a whole squad of court ladies following her around. I can barely get one person to follow me on TikTok, but this lady got a whole entourage. The gifts the women are carrying, they're not exotic treasure from far-off lands. They're just everyday bridal trousseau items from 16th century Italy. Boring. And let's not forget Lavinia Fontana threw in a nice landscape in the background, you know, just in case anyone gets bored of looking at all the royalty and wants to admire some nice trees and stuff. There's another historical layer to this painting, and scholars have been arguing for some time about who these people are supposed to be. I have a theory. Are you ready for this? They're members of an Italian court. Boom! Alright, so maybe that's not the most earth-shattering revelation, as the painting has all the hallmarks of Renaissance Italian court life. A little person, a hunting dog, and some fancy clothes. The painting was thought to depict the Duke and the Duchess of Mantua. They believed they had an ancient connection with the Queen of Sheba, and the painting was inspired by a real event when the Duke and Duchess were on their way to a big wedding party. According to recent research, the painting actually depicts the Duke and the Duchess of Ferrara. Talk about the plot twist. Now, we don't know who commissioned this painting or why it was done, but what we know is that Lavinia worked on this painting for some time. She was like a perfectionist, like those people who spend hours editing their Instagram photos, and changed the position of the women's heads and reworked the background and architecture. So there you have it, guys. This painting has more historical references than a grandparent telling stories about their youth, and more girl power than the Spice Girls.